On that note, let's close this episode, guys.
All right.
I really wanted you guys to promote anything you want. I'll put this part at the beginning of the episode. So, Instagram,
September
shows.
15th, guys. The show is up. It's going to be 3 of us. It's going to be new material. The first show got such a good response that we sold out. So if you want to practice your Hindi, if you are, one of those people who want to enjoy Indian comics, support them, please come to our show. Please support Madrid Comedy Lab on Sunday. And
I'll try to put the link to the show.
Sure.
Or
and a huge shout out to Gabriel. Please subscribe to his channel.
Yes, please.
He's getting a baby. His expenses are going to go high. He needs YouTube revenue now to support him.
Please.
Please subscribe. Prateek is getting new material. Dhaval, what about you?
I'm improving my material as well.
My material is almost going to be the same, a bits here and there, but do come and support us so we can get more Hindi nights out.
Hell yeah. Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks a lot, all
for
of
the
you.
place, and goodbye, everybody.
But it's showing that there's a signal going here.
My mic is working pretty well.
Okay. I thought it was on.
Physicist here doesn't know how to operate.
There you go. Oh, thank God, dude. I was scared.
Enough deck, so
can everyone hear themselves nicely?
You're not facing the camera.
Oh yeah, right. All right.
Hey,
Now,
All right. Welcome, gentlemen. This is how professional this podcast is, that it took me forever to figure out what the fuck was going on with the microphones.
And your life also.
And my life, but I haven't figured that out yet. That's an ongoing...
That is a forever process.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who's married is telling you.
And have kids. Yeah, you have kids, right?
Yeah, I have 2 kids, man.
2 kids? Oh, shit. What's that
That's the time me and my wife stopped having tequila.
That's the last time?
Yeah.
Yo, before we jump in, quick intro. Really, thank you, Dhaval?
Yeah, it's
Dhaval?
good, yeah.
Dhaval.
Yeah, Dhaval, yes.
Dhaval. All right, so not at all what I was saying before.
Good, but I think you are one of the first foreigners who had come like closer to pronouncing it the way it should be pronounced.
Hell yeah. All right.
Kudos.
Dhaval. Kinda. All right. And then Prateek is just Prateek for you two.
Yeah.
2 Prateeks.
He's Prateek Chachra. He's the favorite one of the English comics. I'm Lalwani. I am the favorite one of the Hindi comics.
Yeah.
I'm such a big favorite. They call me Patrick.
Yeah. That's why do you have a white thingy in your hair? Have you noticed this? Just like
that's just my natural hair, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, that looks cool.
He has to maintain that, to be very honest.
Yeah,
because when we do a show, we roast each other.
Yeah.
And we roast why he's so old.
Oh, really? Wait, how old are you?
He's the youngest, I think.
That's the premise.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I guess now, since we've started the podcast, now people must have tuned in. Let's celebrate for Gabriel.
Oh, shit, let's do the pop.
Please.
Yeah. Can I pop?
Yeah,
pop it again.
I'll pop it
be careful.
Wait, you pop and I'll mic it. Because
I already popped 2 kids, bro.
All right, so you hold the mic close to
for you.
All right.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. All right, that's the pop for Pato. All right, dude. Shit. Wait, I didn't think this through. So we're celebrating the fact that I'm gonna have a baby girl.
Many congratulations. So you did the gender reveal as well?
Thank you. You guys want to drink as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Prateek only put... I was saying, you just served me, dude. So I'm
that's not for you. Just
the rest
I
of
think
the
he's
Indians.
just enjoying the last few months of being able to serve only for himself.
Yeah, honestly, I'm doing everything this last few months of my life just to make sure, I get all areas covered. I'm doing a lot of drugs. I'm partying all the time. Are we missing one?
Ideal role model for you.
Take this if you...
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. And you guys are super nice. Thank you. I never had a guest, offer their house and champagne.
That's the beauty of Indians, man. You know, we
love
once you go Indian, you never go back. You know,
right.
the black and the back thing is.
Let's go.
That's what she said.
That's what exactly.
You don't qualify though. You're black and Indian, so
you're better.
Yeah.
The brown is better.
Once you go brown, you don't go.
You don't go down.
Syndrome.
Once you go brown, you never go down.
Yeah.
It's surprising. It comes from a black man.
Yeah. For sure. So I have multiple questions. You also have the gray hair thing going on. You
I'm
fucking
old.
liar.
I'm old.
Yeah.
all the Prateeks are cursed.
All the Prateeks have the white like strain on their hair.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
funny thing is, I also have grays. Just
Really?
that no, if I let my hair grow enough, it somehow gets covered up. But now I just noticed that now I have
Grays?
grays in the beard as
In the
well.
beard as well?
Yeah.
You know, I would think that's, a racial thing, but I think that's just an IT thing because I also have grays in my hair and I work for IT, so it's just the stress of working IT. You guys are all in IT, or is this me being racist?
You being
Totally.
racist.
You're on point.
Wait, IT?
Yes.
IT. I know you work for IT, and you,
Physics.
Dhaval?
I'm a physicist.
Come on, but that's pretty close, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Come on.
That's like a black guy saying that. I don't know. I can't say it.
Big peanut. You can. You kind of can.
He plays tennis basically, instead of basketball.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but that's too far. I think tennis. No, yeah, maybe I'm being...
That's like a black guy.
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
One of my
Like
favorite
IT
tennis
and
players.
physics is like tennis and basketball.
You think so?
Exactly, yes.
I think it's more like basketball and probably like soccer.
No.
You know? No?
You call it football, bro. You're Brazilian.
I should
You
call it football,
and
but-
even Indians call it football. So
They do?
soccer's not a word.
It's not a word.
No, fuck
All
it.
right.
No.
No,
We
I'm
call it
right at
football.
home. Wait, yeah, for sure. I agree. I just say soccer to not have like any doubts.
No.
It's football for us.
All right, football as well.
Yeah, we love traditions. I love all the traditions.
All the traditions.
I mean, how can we go against our madre patria, the fucking Commonwealth?
That's true. Wait, what? What do you mean? I didn't get
This is
that.
referring to the Commonwealth
I'm
Games.
referring to, no, not only the Commonwealth Games, in general, the
general.
Commonwealth, the Union of Countries.
Oh, gotcha.
British.
Yeah. One thing you guys will realize very soon, I'm very stupid. So...
No, we know you from the past. That's not a disclaimer.
You guys know me from the streets, from these comedy streets. But thank you guys for doing this podcast. I think this is the perfect balance. We don't have Pato, we don't have Victor as well as co-hosts. We can just hang out, have a nice drink, and talk about your guys' comedy show. I was thinking about talking to you guys first, but then I thought you guys really probably should promote the show as soon as you can, because people will drop off eventually. They don't listen to the full hour, most listeners. So let's just talk about the comedy show, because I think it's really fucking cool what you guys are doing. And you want to take the lead?
So we bought a Hindi comedy show called Tension Mat Le Yaar, which basically means don't take stress.
Yeah, don't take the stress.
Don't stress out, basically.
Right.
So we initially start with a roast of 15 minutes where we roast each other.
Okay.
And then eventually we end up doing 20 minutes of our material.
Oh, cool.
So
How many comics?
we three of us at this moment.
the three.
Yeah.
We're hoping that more Hindi comics join in.
Who join in? Yeah.
Because for some reason, I mean, even in like you might be finding Portuguese really funny.
Yeah.
The native language is much more funny.
I think so. Yeah. Like in a like mundane everyday life kind of stuff. Yes. But in a stand-up scenario, I only watch English mostly.
But is it because when you started watching comedy, in English?
I grew up with English. Okay. Like I got into stand-up fairly late in my life. Like I started with movies.
Define fairly late.
Like 20s, like early 20s.
But were you funny, like in general? Did you see world in a very different way?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But that's the autism. No, I'm just joking. No. I did see the world in a different way, and when I found comedy, it was a relief, because I realized, most people within the comedy realm, the goal is to make you laugh. And I don't like to have like a serious goal in life, which is horrible, because then you don't take your life seriously. But with comedy, you can kind of trick, like it's a bypass of that system because you find a way to take life seriously while joking. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm so glad that you brought that point across because many times when you see these comics, they take their art. They feel they want to change their world. They want to voice their opinion. At the end of the day, where you see comedy as that you're just a jester on stage and your sole purpose is to entertain.
Yeah, 100%.
It takes off the pressure, man.
Yeah. It's the actual goal, right? It's like, it's going towards the end goal of being on stage, which is to make people laugh. Sure, if you're good enough and you can also bring a message and, change the world, that's possibly like...
Nobody's changing the world.
Yeah, the average comedian is not going to...
Not even the best of the best comedian. I feel...
Well, I think you need a late night show in order to try and change the world. And then also you're not changing the world.
You're not changing. You're just voicing opinions.
One of the best comedians in Ukraine, Zelensky. So if
that's very true.
Really want,
that's 1 in 8 billion.
Wait, I'll say this. That makes me think he was a hacky comedian. I don't think he might have been you know what I mean? Comedy for him was like just a runway, like a intermediary phase to get to another goal of his, probably, which was being the president.
Yeah, just Dwayne Jock Ronson and WWE was just like an audition for his acting career.
Exactly. Yeah.
Normally you see politicians take the other way around. They first become leaders, then become comics.
I think one of the requirements, even though they don't show it is you have to be so fucking hilarious and a lot of times at least act to be dumb, if not be dumb actually.
Yeah.
I think that is the base requirement to be a successful politician,
Yeah.
The dumber you are, the bigger you will become,
I think you're kind of right because if it's a democracy especially, or you need to convince a lot of people, most people are dumb. So if you communicate in a dumb way, it's better. Look at Trump. I mean,
my favorite comedian is Trump, by the way.
It's Trump.
He died like a dog.
He died like a dog. That's the best punchline I've heard in a while,
we have a proverb in Hindi that goes like Andheri Nagri and Gandu Raja. That means when the crowd is blind, when the population is blind, no matter who the king is.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is gonna go haywire or everything is gonna go smooth.
Yeah, 100%. How you guys feel about your guys' president? That's a weird question to make, I think. Well, if you guys want, we don't need to go into it. Prime Minister. Sorry.
Prime Minister.
Yeah.
So because we are in a democracy and we have our own personal opinions.
Yeah.
It's better we don't.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah.
No, I mean, with all due respect, it's not easy to run a country of 1.2 billion people.
It's one of the most
1.45 now.
Hell yeah. Let's go. I don't know if I have the sounds ready. Mamma mia! Oh shit! I forgot. I have the pam pam pam. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys are right. I went to Bangalore. Bless you. I went to Bangalore for a quick minute to work, and I was fucking blown away by the sheer size of the city, which is not even a major city, It
is a major city.
It is one of it's not like
it is
Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai and Kolkata, but if you go one scale down in terms of population, maybe
it's Bangalore,
but it's very important. It's the Silicon Valley of India.
Dude, it's amazing. It's crazy, the sheer size of that city and the infrastructure too blew me away, dude.
The airport is out of the city, right?
Dude, the airport is fucking beautiful.
It's out of the city.
Yeah, it's outside. Well, wait,
no, that's a joke. That's a joke.
How was your experience?
It got me a bit. Wait, hold on, guys. I'm the only white guy here. I need a breath. All right. But I was actually blown away. Which is, I come from Brazil, which it's a similar setup where you have a lot of people and it's hard to manage big cities and stuff like that. But India has its own style of management, I think, because you guys, everything you know,
it's called chaos.
Chaos. I guess for sure. But like also, it's you guys are like pulling it off. You know,
the best thing about having such a huge population and having such a great competition
I'm
is
so scared of fucking up here and say something racist. I'm so fucking scared.
No, it's so great is because every one of us knows how to get our way through. Mm-hmm. We can fight our way through.
Yeah, I think that's the gist of it. Like we somehow learn how to make our way. You have a problem. Obviously, I might not be able to solve it in the best way, but I might find the sufficient enough fix for you that you will go through without any problem.
I think so.
There's an Indian term for it as well.
It's called jugaad. Jugaad. That's one word that I don't think exists in any other language. But jugaad is something that we do to get something to work.
It's like the Indian way.
Yeah.
So in Brazil, we have a similar concept. We call it gambiarra. Gambiarra is essentially, and we say that for like software specifically. When it's like, does it work? Yeah, it's a gambiarra. It's like, it's not supposed to work like that, but it's working, you know? Yeah. It gets the job done, you know?
No, but that's why recently Prateek Chachra went on X saying that there was racism against Indians.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why people feel or get threatened by us is because of that particular quality that we have.
Yeah.
We can get things done.
Yeah.
Many times. Like if you want to do something, we get it done with whatever means we have. And even correct me if I'm wrong, because I read this on Instagram, where Bill Gates says that the toughest job, I'll give it to the most laziest person.
Yeah.
So he finds the most easiest way out. I don't know that's true or no, whether Bill Gates said it or no, but that is literally most of India.
I should apply for Microsoft now then.
No, but that's what basically Indians do.
Yeah, I guess.
Like this mic came into this show came into being was when we spoke to each other. We all three of us had kind of a similar thing that we need more time in comedy.
Yeah,
and we were like, okay, fine. What the hell? We want more time in comedy. Let's see how it works. We prepare our show, and we did the most stupidest thing possible in stand-up comedy. Is we wrote a 20-minute set without any open mic, and we've gone on stage.
Really? Without any experience?
Yeah, we went
each other's
oh shit.
And it all killed.
We were each other's critic.
Yeah, critic.
And that's what we did. We used to sit here or at my house and we used to write. We used to correct certain jokes between each other. And we've just walked in and we've done 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's crazy.
And we were short on time.
Yeah.
We could have easily gone more.
Yeah.
Because like crowd work stuff, you could have done more.
No, I think we didn't do
we haven't done no crowd work.
Yeah.
Whoa, just material?
Yeah.
1.5 hour pure material.
Come on, guys. I did musical crowd work.
He picked on. So the funniest bit was that he was doing a musical crowd work and he picked on my wife in the first row. And the funny bit is the moment she said, "I'm Prateek Lalwani's wife," and it's on video, this guy starts sweating. He starts sweating.
Really looked like someone opened the tab, invisible tab.
He walks down and says, "Sorry, bro."
Really?
I'm like, "That's fine, bro."
That's just part of the show, I guess. You know, you need to learn how to handle that heat.
I was like, "Fuck it." I guess we're going all.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, since we are performing together, one would think that you would know my family, I would know his family, and at least one another we'd know the family because probably they'll be in the crowd, and we don't want to pick on them.
Wow,
so that was that was the joke of the show that he picked on his wife and he was the first one to go on the stage.
For me, the unluckiest thing is of all the people that I could see.
Yeah. It's just
on the front row.
Sure, thank you.
The most funny bit is the person right next to my wife was my mother-in-law, and I was so glad that I didn't go there because this guy would be off stage that minute with his guitar on his neck.
You are traditional.
There would be 2 single Prateeks that night.
Yeah, there would be 2 single Prateeks that night.
I just wanted to add to the
high five someone there.
Yes, we are smart and we are fast to do things
That's what
easily.
Yeah.
But also there are a lot of people who work their asses off.
We are hard working.
For sure. Dude, that's crazy. I work with people from Bangalore, and the amount of hours they put in is like scary.
It's not the hours.
And that's still the corporate job you've seen. Like a rural worker who works
Probably 12 to
hours
16
a day.
Shit, yeah.
For a salary that you would say, fuck, this
It's
is
30 euros
exploitation.
probably.
You know? And they're not even complaining about it.
No, they are. We just don't hear about it.
There's nothing to do about
I think
it.
they just accept that's the way the life, because they haven't seen the next echelon of progress in life in terms of economy. So they say, okay, this is what I've been doing. This makes it work for me and my family. I'll go ahead with that.
Yeah, but I get what like traditional Prateek is talking about. It's like just a way of acceptance almost. It's not even like a...
No, I mean, I would say that most of us are hardworking, but there comes a point where your work stops. So at a certain point, it stops challenging you.
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out a way in that work how to make it work for you.
I like to use the reference of a car. There's a point in which if you keep going with the car, like the wheels will start to fall off. It's no longer productive. You need to find like the right balance of amount of work.
You have to service it again. You have to revisit your strategies and stuff like this.
For sure.
And I mean, most of the Indians, once they fight for a vision, they will figure things out.
Yeah. A question again, political question maybe, and if you guys just ignore it. But I'm interested to know, like in Spain, they have this. I thought Spain was a country, and then I got here, and it's more like
still a country.
It's I know. Again, stupid. Spain is a country, but what I mean is the vibe I get from the people here is that it's isolated comunidades. And they kind of, we're a fucking country, but I'm from Madrid. I'm from Barcelona. I'm from... is that a thing in India as well?
Have you seen these two go at each other? He's from Mumbai, he's from Delhi.
But we have this
and
everywhere.
That's like Madrid, Barcelona of India.
Really?
Yeah.
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo.
No, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We don't play that good football, but...
No, but like...
Let's accept that.
You should have seen... you cannot compare Real Madrid rivalry and Barcelona versus Mumbai and Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi
Mumbai and Delhi is cute in front of Real
that's
Madrid,
my point.
Barcelona.
In Brazil, it's the same thing. There is rivalry for sure, but we're still a country. Like when you get down to like the brass tacks, is like we're still a country and we think of ourselves as Brazilian. In Spain, I still think like Catalonia is still like politically even. There's a lot of clash.
See, political unrest is in every fucking country.
Yeah,
it's in every country.
Yeah, you're right.
Just don't blame India, don't blame Spain, or don't blame any other. It's everywhere.
Yeah, blame the British. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
Blame our ancestors. Blame our ancestors. Don't worry.
And our neighbors.
every rule or every power has to be divide and rule. If you scan out.
Yeah.
And see whoever is in power. Like if you go see South Africa when Mandela had the entire black movement or anything. Before that, it was all divide and rule. So every country has to do that.
Yeah.
For it to work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, external forces will come and they will break your country apart. It will be again the same thing. Like they'll be colonizing spaces.
Yeah. Essentially saying like, let's look for the future and let's so,
like it's sometimes very funny to me where people are having a good life but they'll still open a newspaper and complain. I mean, when it's your time to vote, go vote.
Yeah.
I mean, do your thing as a citizen.
Yeah.
But just because you have a voice and you're blaming the government, that's not in my opinion correct.
But to be fair, like if you open the newspaper, like every single day you'll feel like the world is gonna end.
Yeah.
Like even if you talk to Spanish people,
they feed you. They feed you.
They're trying to make you think that because that's essentially their business. Just like we said with comedy, the business is like laughter. The end goal should be laughter. For the news outlets, it's like making you angry because that's what's selling and that's what's the essence of that business.
Even for Spanish people, if you ask them, I met like this Spanish lady in like a meetup. She was really nice, but like all the time she was talking about how Spain and Morocco could go into war at any time.
Fuck.
And I was like, all right, I'm not even aware of it.
Which is pretty, I don't know if that's correct.
Fight of the Bubbles.
That's not correct at all.
I don't know if I had to say that, but
but it is true that people like focus on specific shit and they get crazy with it.
Negativity is a very beautiful thing to be fed. And people consume it till the last straw.
Yeah. Because it feels good, kind of.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I think it makes you think as well. It's not necessary that it's always easy to consume. It makes you think as long as you are open to thinking. Because the moment you get a different opinion that of yours, especially in the totally opposite direction of yours,
Yeah.
you start thinking. You start doing the research if you have the time for that, and I think
That's the physic in you.
No,
Very logical.
Even, like, it's surprising to me when Madrid Comedy Lab started, right?
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of comics complain.
Oh yeah,
Like,
but that's
I'm not
crazy.
getting time and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, you have to think that they are making a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
They are creating a community. They are giving you a stage to perform.
Yeah.
All what they're saying, be good enough to get 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And why is working hard to get those 10 minutes so
Bad
for you?
Yeah.
And we are making a show here.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's I don't know what it is, but how a show comes together. It was a fluke for us.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fluke. We just had one conversation on WhatsApp and boom, the show was
And
ready.
that was it.
But with Madrid Comedy Lab, where they have to run a business, where they have to create a community, where they have to make sure that the show goes as per plan so they can get more and more people in and work on the actual comedy scene. And people are criticizing, and I'm like, no, this is not how it works.
Yeah, it's just lack of
If you
understanding.
go and you perform and they see your material is good enough for you to handle 15-20 minutes on stage, why wouldn't they give you?
And specifically for those guys from Madrid Comedy Lab, like there's a lot of like background work that they're doing with accounting and like operational work with drinks. So I think they leave like in brain space, they leave like a very small percentage for like choosing is whatever is easiest for them, like because they just want to perform too, because they're two comics as well.
If you feel like, many times I've said this to a few comics which you have spoken to me personally that hey, Madrid Comedy Lab is not good. I'm like, if you feel your material is good enough, put in a trial show, sell tickets. You'll come to know how difficult it is to sell tickets.
It's one of the things I want to do the least is start my own show, because it looks so fucking hard. How did you guys find the public?
Dude, when we were selling tickets, you have no idea how much PR we have to do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, we are going at places, we are talking to people. At certain places, we are throwing in a few jokes or a few scenario so that they get attracted to coming to the show. Mm-hmm. Like, we had a sold out show the first time. Yeah. And it was pure based on PR. It was no advertising. It was pure based on PR. People who have seen me bomb on English nights, they took a gamble and came to the show. Yeah. I mean, we were under massive pressure because 20 minutes of material, no open mic.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a show, so it's not an open mic where you pay 5-7 euros and you have a ticket. No, it's a show has the price, and they have paid the price, so
you have a responsibility with the audience.
And the same way, Madrid Comedy Lab has a responsibility to put up the best show. Yeah. And some people have said, who are they to judge my material? Of course, they are the people. You're using their stage.
They're literally the person to judge.
They are the people to judge. They're using their stage.
Yeah.
You're 100%. Using their stage. You're using their mic. You're using their material. You're using their contacts.
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously, if it's their call whether you go on stage or you don't go on stage. Yeah. Like Mike Dimanti, when you request him for a mic, you will always get it 2 or 3 weeks later because he's booked. Yeah. And if you're not performing at Mike Dimanti, he's not giving you a spot.
No, if you're not bombing, on the circle,
yeah, because it's his crowd. Yeah. He's marketed. Yeah. He's got them in 20, 25, 30 people to put in on a Saturday night. It's difficult.
The networking aspect is like a big part of it too.
Definitely.
Because like it's still a business, and just being there for the person, so the person running the show remembers you kind of, that's already good. It's like top of mind situation, you know, like I need to have someone on my show. Who am I going to pick? Okay, these are the 5 people. Fuck it. So it's because it's like a very like artisanal process that they have. Exactly. It's not like a huge database that they're like looking.
It's not a draw.
No.
Like I remember, for which I really respect Roberts and Dan.
Yeah, for sure.
Robert saw me in one of the open mics, and he was starting the snap crack segment. Yeah. And I think so someone backed out. And he's like, bro, can you make it? Yeah. Last moment. And I said, sure.
For sure.
And bro, he's worked hard for it. Yeah. Look at his crowd. One of the best places to perform is crack.
It is. Yeah, for sure.
The crowd is insane there.
Yeah.
And the support that they give, like Dan and Roberts, they treat you very well.
The shows feels like very professional. It doesn't matter where it is, when it is. It's just the same setup every single time. Like I don't even need to think about it. Whenever I do crack,
if I'm in town and if I get an offer for crack, I'm going that very day.
I think a lot of Spaniards would go for crack.
Definitely.
Yeah,
it's a great mic.
It's a funny. I love they put that name in the show too because it makes me smile every time I say it. Have you guys all done crack? Well, you guys.
I've been on crack. I haven't done crack yet.
We're talking about the show, guys.
The physics.
For
I'm just talking about frame of reference.
All of us are
frame of reference.
For me, I'm against drugs. Any kind of drugs.
You haven't? You have?
Yeah.
Okay, all of you.
That's when I discovered that he does Hindi comedy. No, I think so. I saw you at Crack and then we met at Mike Camel's Drinks and Stories.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was nice.
That was a good mic also.
That was a good mic.
Yeah.
I miss Michael also is one of the the hosts. I don't know what.
Yeah, Mike Camel is a good producer. Or he lacks consistency.
Yeah,
but if he keeps consistency, he's a great host.
I would say he's a very creative host. Like the ideas that he comes with. For
example, he needs to be a bit more stable and easy on himself. That's
easy on himself for sure. But I like the chaos. I like that there's different flavors of shows.
You're so fucking in
around it. I am.
The chaos and the flavors.
No, fucking. I like how spicy he is. No, Michael is for sure one of my favorites to perform, but he stopped. So
I think
he should continue.
Come back. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I haven't seen any crack show lately as well.
Yeah,
I think so. It's because of the summer.
It's because of the summer break.
Even
gonna come back in September.
Even Chauvin's show is on a break.
It is on a break. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for September, dude. I'm excited for the shows to come back. What? No, I'm excited.
Totally,
yeah.
I don't have my English material ready, bro.
You don't
start writing.
Just go for the open mic. That's what I've been doing. I've been telling my friends that are also not writing as much. With our lives, like you have 2 kids and jobs and stuff. Sometimes just go for the open mic and see what happens. I don't know.
I cannot perform without writing.
No?
No.
Oh.
I need to write my shit. Like, I need to know where my set is going.
Where the idea is going.
Yeah, like, I need to visualize before I start writing.
Right.
Because I do more of anecdotal and observational comedy.
Story-based. Yeah, like little stories.
They're little stories. So, I need to know what is going. Even in Hindi.
Yeah.
Even in Hindi, my way of writing is I'm visualizing my scenario first and then I put it down in words.
Yeah, very, very conservative. I'm just joking.
No, it is.
He's from India.
I am absolutely traditional, bro.
No, I think it's a funny...
I hate doing crowd work because I suck at it.
Really?
Yeah.
But do you enjoy comedians that do crowd work or not?
I love it.
I think crowd work is a very gray area, at least for me. It's a huge gray area and you are just always one step away from making a huge mess.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But like being bad or like people...
Punching down.
Yes.
A lot of times, at least personally, I've observed a lot of comedians... And not only here, in general, a lot of crowd work clips that you see on Shorts, on TikTok, wherever, Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just that, hey, you have got this car, fuck you, I've got better. Hey, you are single, fuck you, I have 3 girlfriends.
Yeah.
Shit like that, So for me, crowd work needs a lot of preparation, which a lot of times people just take it for granted and don't do.
Yeah, for sure.
Funny story. I actually entered the comedy scene because somebody had a really shitty crowd work. They picked on me and they were like, why are all Indians trying to be black? And I was like, firstly, we're not. And then the tangent was that Indians don't get laid. Indians are like really shitty IT people. And I was like,
shit.
Dude, like,
relax.
Apart from punching down, it's just straight up insulting.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm like, just to show this guy, I'm gonna fucking hit.
Oh yeah, then you start performing.
Yeah.
And now you're punching down.
Revenge.
I'm like, why are all black people trying to be Indian? Oh, sorry, no, they can't.
Yeah.
No, it's actually because when you're with a group of friends.
Yeah.
You have no filters sometimes.
For sure, no.
Yeah. And sometimes things that you say are supremely funny.
Yeah.
So many times when they're coming to your show, they're like, don't pick on me or don't pick on me.
Yeah.
Like, please don't pick on me. And in your head, you're like, I really suck at crowd work. I mean, how do I tell them that when they're sitting in my house having a drink, I can destroy their entire being? But on that stage, they are destroying me.
But I think that's fun too, because like crowd work is a very like recent thing. The actual art form is
No.
Crowd work is a very old thing.
Very old.
Really?
Thing. Yeah.
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, you're right. Fuck.
Crowd work's a supremely old thing.
I'm stupid.
But I feel like, you're right about the point that, obviously traditional comedy is mostly like the setup punchline structure.
Yeah.
You get like the anecdotal, like the anecdotes, and then you add upon like a punchline. It could be a misdirection. It could be like an exaggeration, like that kind of technical comedy. I feel like crowd work is a completely different skill altogether.
Exactly. So I was thinking the other day, because I don't want to be the guy with the monologue on stage. Like I really want to be funny. And I see a lot of comedians being too free with the format sometimes, and they go into like this direction of like, this is me telling my life struggles and my life stories, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily like that. You know?
Or sometimes you're just having a conversation like, oh, what show did you watch? Oh, I like that one.
It's silly, right?
Can you recommend me another one? And I'm like, bro, like you're not in a fucking like
club
house with your friends. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I do like this idea of like going on stage with a plan, even if the plan is crowd work. Like have an end goal at least.
That's
like
the preparation.
You lead the crowd to answering you in a specific way.
Yeah.
Like if you ask a question, so what do you do for a living or something, and they give you 2 or 3 things, and then you have thought that, okay, if they say this, I might go into this tangent, I might go into that tangent.
I have a friend who actually writes like responses and what he's gonna say. So for example, like, what do you do for a living?
But that's what even I do.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Even when I
aren't
even
you
if
that friend of his?
Yeah.
Aren't you friends?
Aren't you friends?
do you have my password?
What are the odds, you know?
So like
They have the same name.
Yeah.
one
Same
joke that
hair.
I really like is so what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
And then somebody says like human resources, and then the comedian is like, no, but what do you actually do for a living?
That's written. Yeah, that type of stuff. I think that's fun, but also has a vibe of like, I don't know, preparing for like fighting with your boss, and you write down. That's lame, kind of. I like the idea of that being improvised. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
See, the more
Fighting
mics
with
you
your
do,
boss.
Maybe
if you want to improvise, you're really playing at a high stake game.
No, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of lame to be in your house thinking, and then this person will say this, and then I will say that. Like, all right, relax.
Have you
no, not to that
like
depth.
No, it's just like
the more
going out-
mics you do, automatically it starts
You get those
coming
types
out,
of-
yeah.
But you've had banter offs with your friends, right? Like when like you're basically
course.
like pulling
Everybody
each other's
does
legs.
I
Exactly.
love that. Yeah,
It's called roasting. Pulling each other's legs is more Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's when like sometimes like this happened to me when I was young, and I think like some of us can relate. Like when like sometimes like you'd have a banter off and you're like, fuck, like I should have said this. I should have said that.
Yeah.
And you just store in all those responses. I think the stage is the best time, like when those responses like come out.
No, you can't, bro. I've tanked so much in crowd work.
Really?
Like,
I do sometimes. I do pretty well.
I have a great set. I enter into crowd work, and then I realize that I've bombed.
Oh shit!
Like I end with a bomb.
Because of the crowd work specifically.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So that's why every time my set is done, that's been my time. Guys.
Yeah, that's it.
It's okay.
I can't do it.
I don't
Strategies,
think it's
different
necessary.
strategies.
I have not done crowd work yet. And as long as you're not comfortable, you don't have to go that way, right?
No, the
As long as
worst
you're
bit
happy.
was I was performing at Crack the last time, and this guy in the middle of the set, I see him scratching his balls and smelling it.
Was he the coach of German football team?
Hold up. Well, this is very
It's on
specific.
video, bro. It's on
Really?
video. So I see, and when you see that visual,
that's
he was
a
sitting
gold
right
mine.
next to you when you were at Crack watching me.
Fuck.
He was sitting right next to you, and so it was him, his girlfriend, and the guy was smelling his balls.
But that's just a gold mine of material right there. You don't even need to think.
And I'm
about
looking at, and dude, in the middle of a show where you're like in your set and you're focused and you're killing it with every laughter, and you see somebody scratching their balls and smelling it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! I was thrown off.
Did you say anything about it?
I told him, I'm like, what did you just do? Did you just?
Yeah.
But I continued with my set because then I'm like, oh fuck, I just have 5 minutes.
Fuck. Yeah, that happens to me too. It throws
For the
me
first
off
time,
on
a
the
man
timing.
has like had the pressure to finish on time, not before.
I had a pressure to finish.
There you go. And we couldn't
Never
think
happened.
of any jokes about the ball scratching.
Yeah. I mean, it threw me off. Like even in the Hindi show, one of my closest friends, he was right in the front row, okay?
Yeah.
Sitting right in the middle with a camera on his face.
Yeah.
Dude, he looked like a pig with three cameras on his nose because he was holding an iPhone and it was irritating me.
Yeah.
And I was like, stop it.
Yeah.
And my entire flow got broken. Then I had to get back. I had to destroy his being a bit.
Yeah.
And then but because he was my very close friend, I could do that to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You see, he says he was.
Yeah, he still is. He still is. Abhi, I love you, bro.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he sells a lot of my tickets. Like
the funniest thing that threw me off once, I wasn't even performing, and it was actually you. Remember, you were at the club on the open mic, and I think you farted.
He was next to me.
It was so funny, dude.
I have a rule in life though: own your fucking farts.
Dude, that was the loudest fart. Dude, in a room full of comics.
Who was performing at the time? Do you remember? Who was on stage?
I think there was a lady.
It was Karen.
Yeah, it was Karen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't remember what she said about it, but that's.
She just looked at him and she's like, "Did you just fart?"
That's it. That's the joke, right?
And I'm sitting right next to him, and I'm like,
yeah. I remember you screamed. It was the other Prateek.
I'm not taking the blame for it, dude. I own my farts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man, come on.
If you're spoiling an environment, you spoil it right.
How long have you guys been doing comedy for? Let's go.
Surprisingly, I finished 1 year on the day of the show.
1 year. Let's go.
On 15th of September, I finished 1 year in comedy.
Nice.
Thank you, Michael Camel, for giving me my break.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was his mic that I started on, and thank you, Abdullah, for recommending me for Mike's show.
Awesome, dude.
So I finished 1 year exactly, and I'll be finishing my anniversary is in Madrid Comedy Lab, where I'll be performing.
Oh, that's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You need to bring a champagne with you too.
No, fuck
Kava.
it, bro. He got it. He paid for it.
What about you, Dhaval?
I started, if I'm not mistaken, towards the end of September September 2021. That's when I did, and I started in Spanish. It's really funny.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen you on posters for Spanish shows. That's right.
I started in Spanish. I did in first 3 months, I already got paid for doing comedy.
Nice.
Yeah. It
Awesome.
It was surprising and shocking at the same time.
Right.
But the funniest thing is that now I struggle to write in different languages.
Oh yeah, I wonder how that's like for you, because you're studying. Well, you're PhD? Where are you?
Yeah, I did a PhD.
Spanish? In Spanish?
In English.
In English.
Yes.
Where?
If
you don't mind me
it was in
asking.
the National Fusion Lab here in Madrid.
Crazy.
So yeah, I am
awesome.
a nuclear physicist.
Oh fuck, dude.
That was my moment of glory.
That's not that far off from IT, but okay. It is, but it's still like. All right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so 2021. That's 3 years.
Yeah, but then I had when I started writing my thesis, I had to decide what's gonna be funny, whether my jokes or my thesis. So I had to take a break, take my thesis seriously, write it down, and so for 6 months or so, I had to take a break.
Yeah.
And but for me, my first break in English, I think it was Punch with Sylvia.
Oh,
who I am very good friends with.
Punch Comedy, that's a really good show.
But I've been to to Damanti's shows as well.
Nice,
great chap. Always had slots
for sure
at MCL as well. Unfortunately, I could not go to Michael Camel's slots because usually, and also I haven't been to Monday Night Mistakes because it's on Mondays and I have other commitments on Mondays and Wednesdays. So
he only has sex on Mondays.
It's scheduled.
Yeah, the sport fucks me.
Yeah,
he does other Monday Night Mistakes.
Yeah.
Unlike
Monday Mike's Mistakes is what his girlfriend calls him. All right. The best show for Sherwin, I think, is the rivalry one that you go. Is
Comedy Against Humanity.
Comedy Against Humanity.
I was on the pilot.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
I loved it.
Yeah, I one of the best comedy nights in my life was the last show on Sherwin, on this spot that they used to do their shows in. I forget. It was a bar. Sombrerero. Yeah, they closed the club, the place, and Sherwin did his last show there. and the guy was just giving shots for everyone. It was the best, one of the best comedy nights of my life.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Kefra as well. I hope I'm not butchering her name. She also gave me a nice break.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I went there, performed twice.
She runs the dark.
The
dark roast.
The dark roast.
Yeah.
Is it dark roast?
Yeah, I think yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice. What about yourself, other Prateek?
So I have a really funny story. So I started in Hindi in 2015.
Yeah.
And I was like a very intermediate comic because like that at that point of time, obviously I was studying and I did not put in enough time.
So when I came to
Spain, Delhi.
Sorry. Yeah.
So when I came to Spain, I went to the open mic where I got called Indians trying to be black.
Oh.
And then I met Jessica. Shout out to her. Jessica gave me a spot. Jessie Chan, and I did really well at her open mic. And then I did a few open mics. I would say I was decent, but then so funny story. I went to this one show, Monday Night Mistakes, where Robert was hosting, and I saw a guitar. And for some reason, I just improvised a song. It was called "Mosquitoes Just Let Me Sleep."
Yeah.
And I was just coming back from India, and actually this happened. The mosquitoes are fucking insane back in Delhi, and they did not let me sleep.
Yeah.
So I just sang that song. That song killed, and Roberts was like, "You should do more comedy with guitar, dude. I mean, you think
he lied?"
Jesus, that's a roast. Yeah, that's one of those.
They want
jokes.
to bring it closer to my skin tone.
Exactly.
Getting you darker.
No, but then after that, I got a lot of opportunities just because of musical comedy, and
for sure.
I got to co-host with Michael in his show, and I won a open mic competition that Sherwin was hosting. And that night, I would say I wasn't taking comedy as seriously at that point of time.
We still don't.
I still don't, exactly. Yeah.
No, but still performing every week. I bet, right? Right now we're performing every week and stuff. That's already pretty.
At least 2
decent.
mics.
2 mics.
I was doing 2 to 3 mics a week before the summer.
I think that's
Before
a lot.
summer.
That's a lot if you're taking it lightly.
Kind of serious.
I've had this rhythm when I started in Spanish. I was so happy since I was writing new stuff, and I would see that it's getting it's being received very well. It's never fun.
So let's talk about your daughter. How prepared are you?
Fuck, I'm not at all as much prepared as I am for anything.
You won't be.
Yeah, you think so?
Even if you have the second one, you won't be.
Fuck, dude, that's not a good sign.
At a younger age, you feel that people from the 30, 40, they have their life figured out. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a fucking lie. I sometimes now I look at my parents and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. They're still managing life. Because nobody has their life figured out.
No.
Apart from motivational speakers. They have others' lives figured out.
Not theirs.
Not their own.
No, they're doing cocaine in the bathroom. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
No, 100%. That's one of the, I really wanted to have kids, and I want to have more than one. And we wanted to have them as soon as we could, and then financially reached the point where we were like, we could have kids and it wouldn't be a burden.
Have you considered marriage?
Essentially we're not married because we didn't want to have the party because of the money. It's too expensive for us.
You don't need to invite anyone. Why is it an obligation to invite anyone to your wedding?
Yeah, traditional Prateek right here.
No,
ask him how much fucking money he spent on his marriage.
We talked about this
how
before.
Many people came in his marriage as well?
4,000.
How many elephants?
4,000. One elephant.
For real? You had an elephant? Hell yeah.
I'll send you a picture for the pod.
Yeah, all right.
I had 1 elephant, 2 horses, and 2 goats.
Really?
He was one of the horses.
Oh, wow.
No, I was a mouse.
I wanted to make a goat joke, but let's move.
Let's move on. Yeah, for sure. Where was the wedding?
It was in Gujarat. It's a state in India.
Okay.
Was it in Surat?
Yeah. No, it was in Vadodara.
Okay.
Oof.
But that's the state that he mentions. I'm from the same state. Actually,
cool.
He was born in the same
my maternal
city.
family
It's from there.
is from there, and surprisingly, his family and they live quite close to each other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really? Wow, that's cool.
He told me. So there's this place called Surat. So he's like, I'm from Surat,
Yeah.
and Surat in Hindi means face.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, with that face.
That's
Well, have you heard my bit about my name?
No.
It's
Go for it. This is the place to
so
to
my
tell
parents
it.
so my parents named me Dhaval. It's a Sanskrit word which means bright and shiny like the moonlight. Fucking look at this.
But punchline is your
my
face.
name, yeah. You know, and on top of that, I was born on a full moon night.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like they really got carried away so much that. And I just could not complain about being bullied in the school because they fucking started at home, you know.
But don't worry, if in a few years your hair will catch up and you'll be like the moon.
I think the Greys are doing good. Yeah, I think.
But the funny bit was when we were writing the roast for each other. So normally we in Indians we take consent before writing a roast.
It sounds strange, but yeah, we do give importance to consent.
So normally, Yo,
this is the best joke so
It's
far.
an irony, but
come on, Prateek.
No, I don't want to self-road. I'm sorry. Indian men are already demonized.
So I'm high-fiving. All right.
No, so when me and Prateek asked him, can we joke on your color? They were sitting here.
Yeah.
Can we? And he said, yeah, go for it. Oh, fuck. We wrote 10 jokes right there.
Oh.
Both of us. We had
awesome.
you can see the video. We have maximum jokes on Dhaval.
Yeah.
We have not roasted each other as much as we've roasted this guy.
Fuck
And
it.
I'm so fucking roasted. I don't care about being roasted.
He's already
more.
Honestly, you're very roastable, if you know what I'm saying. For sure. I wanna slightly diverge the topic because this is a question that I ask for almost every comic that does the show. Your favorite influences in comedy. Who are your when you're writing? Who are you looking up to, or who's your goats?
So for me, I don't watch a lot of Western comics.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's also for me to learn about other.
Yeah. So if you ask me in English, for me, hands down, the writing of Veer Das. He's an Indian comic. He has a few Netflix specials. You can watch him. He just sold out Sydney Opera House.
Oh shit!
I think yes, yeah.
Oh wow.
Which hall did he sell out in New York?
I forgot the
The
name.
Carney.
That just shows you how many
the
Indians
Carnegie
are
Hall.
there.
Yeah.
The Carnegie. He just sold out at the Carnegie Hall. I don't remember the
shit.
name. And huge shout out to him. He's been a massive influence when it comes to writing.
Really? Hindi? Is he doing Hindi mainly, you said?
No, he does only English comedy.
Only English?
Only English. You can see his Netflix specials. They're insane.
Awesome.
In terms of Hindi, I take a lot of inspiration from Zakir Khan,
Yeah.
Anubhav Singh Bassi. These are two of my comics where I'll be like any show, any clip, I'm watching them.
Are they OGs? Are they doing this for forever?
Yeah. Zakir Khan just recently sold out O2? No.
I don't know, but he just got a late night show. Not late night, but he got a show for himself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's a classical
So Zakir
storyteller.
Khan, even if he's coming to Europe, that's what I heard, that he needs a minimum 1,000 people if he wants to perform.
Awesome.
So those two guys, and then one of the guys who's helped me when I started scratching his head a lot is surprisingly, a lot of people will hate on me for this, is Kunal Kamra. He's my school. He was my school senior. Senior, and he's been hated in my country because of the kind of comedy that he does.
Yeah.
But he released an entire tutorial of 6 or 7 episodes where he breaks down every jokes of Bill Burr, of Dave Chappelle, and he did a comedy workshop which he released on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can discuss jokes, you can discuss the breaking of it. He's taught you how to walk the line. He's taught you anecdotal comedy. So I took a lot of inspiration from his YouTube videos. But surprisingly, because of the hate that he's got online and the way he's been treated, he doesn't do a lot of shows. This time when I was in India, I requested him if he was performing anywhere, I would like to come and see him.
Oh shit.
He didn't respond to me because of the political pressure that he has.
Fuck, dude.
But he for comics, he did put that tutorial. It is one of the ways that I use to write material.
That's very interesting. Is cancel culture
He's absolutely cancelled.
Yeah?
Cancelled.
Fuck.
Totally cancelled, yes.
Totally cancelled.
That's because in Brazil, if you're cancelled, you cannot come back because the media is so controlled by the state.
Same in India.
Which is don't even think about it.
He's into farming now. He's become a farmer. I just saw a podcast. I just saw his podcast today with
why doesn't he come to Europe or something?
He came to Europe. He performed in Europe. But to be very honest, I don't know what
He's
guy
going
is
on.
going
what's
through
he's going
because
through,
I don't know the backstory of it. But he's got into farming. That's what I understood from one of his podcasts, which I was seeing today.
Wow. That's what happened essentially with Rafi Bastos. He's a Brazilian comedian. He was horribly canceled in Brazil. And then he's essentially like tried to get a online career going, like podcasting things in Brazil. It kind of worked out. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go to the United States. I'm going to start from the bottom. And he started as like an open micer. And then he got his way up. And now he's like a huge English comedian in the US. Like he's performing all over the world. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's
I don't know what Kunal has on his head, but he's taught me a lot about how to think a joke, how to deconstruct a joke.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
and
important too.
It's his method that I follow, where he says your set should peak at 80-85%. That's where you get the laughs, and that's where you get the applause, and then you take the set down and
you finish it.
Yeah, so that is one inspiration that I take from him.
That's awesome.
And I wish he performs more. Like he's one of the sweetest guys. In college, in school, he was a bully.
Shit.
He used to bully me.
Yeah, when you said he was canceled, I kind of figured.
No. Yeah. He was such a fun being. But every time after school that I've met him or I've come across him, he's been so welcoming, so nice, and so chilled out in the way he approaches people. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go down
Your
the
inspiration.
line.
For me, since I had not thought about comedy before coming to Spain, during the writing course that I did, I watched a video of George Carlin, and that man was a fucking visionary.
The intellectual over here.
Really, like I love that guy, the way he writes, the way he delivers.
Yeah.
That's the only guy that I look up to. Then I also like Neil Brennan.
Oh, Neil Brennan's awesome.
Really nice. I watched a lot of Spanish comedy before doing comedy. So one of the guys that I like a lot is Andreu Buenafuente.
Oh, he's so good.
His late night was amazing.
Yeah, true.
I just love that guy. I love his energy, his vibe.
You like Berto Romero as well?
Berto is really nice as well.
Yeah.
Another comedian that I go and watch a lot in Madrid is Keke. He was one of the first winners of Club de la Comedia in Spain.
Oh, awesome.
So in a way, he's the guy who pioneered the scene. And in Hindi, yes, Kunal Kamra. I just love his style. I just love the way he writes. So I look up to him. Veer Das as well, obviously. And I think that's it.
I think I know who Veer Das is now you guys say it.
He has
Veer Das is our everything. He's our Dave Chappelle also. He's our Bill Burr also. You name it, and he's.
I've seen the show on Netflix and other places. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So he is amazing as well. The idea is it's not about hiding anything, but at the same time not punching down.
Yeah.
So that balance that he strikes, it's amazing.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
That's nice. The other Prateek?
For me in English, it's always been Bill Burr. I've watched every single special of his. I love him. Wow. I love his ranty style, and I feel like Bill Burr is an example of how every comedian should have their own style in terms of just presenting themselves. He has a very unique way of the jokes that he does. If any of us do it, they wouldn't work. But the way he presents, the way his demeanor, his presentation of them. Amazing.
It comes from him. It's his personality into a joke form. Yeah, for sure. It
just shines out. And second, of course, so I consider myself, and this might be a controversial opinion, but I consider myself a musician more than a comedian. I feel like music has a lot more range of emotions that you can express, and that's why Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham, dude.
Bo Burnham has such a mix of, have you seen the special Inside?
Oh yeah, I cried like a baby watching that shit. Oh boy, you guys haven't watched it?
It's on Netflix, and if you see the song, if you listen to the songs, there's this one song, oh here it is again, that song, if you listen to the lyrics, obviously some of the things are funny, but the depth in
it's so dark. At one phrase you're laughing, at the next phrase you're just sinking down into depression. It's oh shit. It's crazy. If you guys haven't watched that show, he pulled that off during the pandemic, where while everyone was freaking out and having a heart attack, he was doing this special inside of his house on his own. He filmed it, produced it, everything, edited it. He did that too?
Same thing.
Oh shit. So You saw that too, Virdas?
Virdas,
special?
No. Virdas,
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll burn him.
I'm sure a lot of these Indian comics take inspiration from Western comics.
Yeah.
But they've already taken inspiration, no? So we are just taking it from them.
Oh no, but I don't think that's
They've done half our work.
I think that's just parallel thinking because in the pandemic you're a huge comedian. What else are you gonna do? I think that's just
I was creating videos with my daughter.
Really? Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And we were running news of the day, all the fake news. I did it for 3 days. Then I got bored of editing it.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I cannot be consistent when it comes to art.
Really?
I don't know why.
Me neither. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're running this podcast for so long.
Yeah.
I would have closed it down after the 3 episodes.
That's what people tell me. I feel like I'm also not that disciplined, but I only think maybe you haven't found the thing that you like doing because
I think consistency tops discipline sometimes.
Always.
Especially when you are starting.
Consistency is a part of discipline.
Once you get into the rhythm of it.
The flow, yeah.
Yeah, once you have things flowing, because also you construct the workflow such that a lot of times when you are starting, there are a lot of efforts, there are new things you have to learn, you have to do one to redo. Once you get the hang of it, it just goes okay, naturally. You put it through
But you need to find a thing that you can be consistent about, know, because I was writing before comedy for 5 years. I always had my day job, but I always wanted to do something creative in my life. So I was writing in this creative writing group. We would get together once a week. We would discuss what we wrote. And I actually wrote a book, but it was so the opposite of my nature to sit down and just physically write every single night. And I couldn't get that discipline down because the real writers, they were fucking writing 8 hours a day, and I was writing tops 8 hours a week. And that's very low,
still
for 5 years. But for 5 years, dude, that's not if you want to make something happen. Like I said, I wrote a book, but then what? Then nothing happened. So with comedy and the podcast is oh shit, I can do this every week, multiple times a week. This week I'm recording 3 podcasts, for example. And that's not even hard for me. It's just fun, because look at this. This is awesome. We're just having a conversation, having a drink, and making each other laugh. So this is really fun and easy for me to be consistent on. So maybe comedy.
The thing is, your approach to a podcast is more of a comic.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We'll just go, we'll talk wherever the topic goes. Whereas a lot of podcasts that I have observed, or the idea that I've had of a podcast is that one person has a set of questions and they keep asking questions.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you take the podcast to a specific direction.
Yeah.
I can listen to your podcast while working in the background.
Yeah.
That's what I do with your podcast.
Yeah, that's the plan of the podcast too. The intention of this podcast is first to get good clips. Second, to have fun guests. I think the idea of different guests every week, that's my goal. I don't want to have just me, Pato, talking shit because that's not interesting. And the third is that what you said. It's finding something myself within the podcast. I don't want to go with a plan. Otherwise, it's not fun.
This is your way of getting away from your fiance or boyfriend.
That's 100% right.
I need to go. I need to keep the channel alive.
Dude, I need to drink, a copa and have a conversation with my friends. I need to.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. No, I have to go for the podcast. She's like, and what about dinner? We figure it out.
It's probably have it there. We'll have food there.
Yeah.
And she's like, so half an hour of podcast and 3 hours of chilling. And I'm like, no, I think so. He wants to record 1 hour of podcast probably.
Yeah. I did the master move, which is I tricked my fiance in thinking that this is productive. Before I left the house today, I was like, I'm going to the podcast, and she was like, I'm so proud of you. You're such a hard worker. And I'm like, hell yeah, I did it.
I'm going and having a drink.
Yeah.
But no, in
it's still
all
hard
honesty,
work, kind of. Yeah.
In all honesty, you're living with your girlfriend.
Yeah, she's a fiance actually. I
you proposed
to her. Yeah, she has a ring.
Do you all have a date?
We did, but she got pregnant, so now we don't.
You didn't want to get married when she was pregnant?
I want to, but the date of the wedding date was exactly now the time that she will give birth.
Do you have the new date?
No.
You're fucking procrastinating this. And he's talking about discipline 2 minutes back. He's talking about consistency.
I don't. I was the one, she was surprised that I propose. We're not very traditional.
She's like, you proposed? Fuck no, bro. Just because I'm carrying your baby doesn't mean I'm gonna marry you.
Relax, dude. Yeah, we're very nonchalant about it. No, but for real, what happened is we have the pareja de hecho here in Spain.
Yeah.
Forever.
So basically, you're with her for the papers.
Yeah. Jesus. Is this a roast? What's going on?
I think
What's going on over here?
At some point, like, you are in the US. Anything and everything you say will be used against
me.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
You were talking about politics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, no, you're right. I dug my own hole here. But no, I think that's it. We're together for like close to...
What is the biggest fight you have with your fiance at home? Like, what is like the frequent fight?
No, the biggest fight is for sure family stuff. It's not us, because we live together for 7 years now.
Oh.
We never had...
No, I don't want a serious answer, bro. like a regular issue, like you irritate her on a regular basis on something.
So you mean that's for me? So you see, that for me is like the small stuff. If that's it, like, let me think. She hates me farting, which is true.
Relatable.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. The farts are never funny to her, and it blows my mind because farts for me are so funny.
It blows more than just your mind, by the way.
I love farting. That's my trick. Like with my group.
But she knows when she's pregnant, she's gonna fart a lot, right?
She says she never farted in her life. Can you imagine lying that much for 7 years?
Women have like rainbows coming out of
them. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah.
Never happens.
Glitter and rainbows, coming
Unicorns.
out of the butt. Yeah, the only thing that goes in is my penis. No, all right, that's okay. Yeah, sorry. Forgot this.
He literally metaphorically said "Gaan marto."
Oh
no.
Yeah.
No, we're not going down that.
You're saying
or not going up.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was garmating her really hard yesterday. No, I don't know what that means.
What? Gaan marto?
Oh,
Yeah.
Anal
is
sex.
like pregnant. Yeah.
It's like anal sex. Gaan marna is anal
It's not
sex.
like it is.
It is anal sex.
Inner sex?
Anal.
Anal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to rectify your sentence?
Just reconsider your sentence.
No, I wish it was.
You want to edit this bit out? You can.
No. We're almost like 1.5. Most people won't be listening. My wife, fiance won't, so it's fine. No, but I have a true question. Does your wife really like keep up with your comedy stuff? Does she like it?
She does. She's my biggest critic.
Oh no.
She's the reason why I'm in comedy.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's the only reason why I'm in comedy. Because I remember when Madrid Comedy Lab used to run the show at El Stupendo.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that
La
place.
Stupenda.
So she fought with me because I had a paddle game that day.
Oh.
And she took me to a comedy night where everybody was performing. 2 comics in, I would not like to name because they are now very good friends of mine.
All right.
But I mean, they are in the circuit and I know them and they're good people. I saw them bombing.
Oh.
So I go to Abdullah and he's like, can I perform?
Oh shit.
Literally. And Abdullah is like, no, you can't just go up there and perform. Fuck you. And so then I got in touch with Abdullah and she's like, you should definitely go and do comedy. And she was the one who pushed me for Michael Camel's show.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she was the first Instagram story who said that the joke is on stage.
Oh.
That was her, all her. I am in comedy because of anything, to be very honest. It might sound cliche, but any good things of my life, I owe it to my wife.
Oh, wow.
Behind the success of
everything. Like I am unapologetic. Do whatever y'all can think. Anything which has happened good in my life is through her.
Honestly, as a guy, I can relate. Like every single like female partner that you have, like they make you grow a lot more than you grow, yourself. I feel
your partner is very important, and vice versa.
Yeah,
and vice versa. Like your partner is probably will have a bigger influence than your parents have had in your life.
For sure.
Because your partner will tell you whatever your parents have taught you is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they will come with a better vision for you.
Yes.
And your parents will tell you that you are wrong. Whatever you do.
Your partner's right.
Your partner is, your partner's also wrong. We are right.
They're right.
that bit.
Divorce her, yeah.
No, they'll never say divorce.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's
divorce
for
is
sure.
not a thing in India. Yes.
It's
No?
very expensive.
It's not
also.
is it?
It's
Yeah.
very expensive. They
Yeah.
don't
Emotionally expensive.
Emotionally expensive?
and financially.
Yeah,
Financially
if-
also-
if
financially
if
it's
you're
really
broke as
cheap.
fuck, then it's not expensive.
Oh, another question for me. Do you guys have you guys been in like what's that called? That type of dating where like someone else chooses for you. Is that
Arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage? Have you guys been through that? Any of you?
So my father actually tried to choose women like for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like in his like circle and everything, because like that's like a thing of like, okay, your arranged marriage. Basically, it's not.
More socially, yeah. It's not like a direct.
Yeah,
thing.
it's not like the family is married. Like it's not like you're marrying the girl. It's like your family is marrying their family.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
a connection thing. For example,
It's
like
more in India. It's more that the families get married than the Western world.
Yeah. Well, today, because my parents, that was what happened with my parents. My family's got.
Your parents had an arranged marriage?
Yeah,
That's
for
amazing.
Sure.
Dude.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
a thing, like regular thing in Brazil, or? Is it just...
I think in smaller places, smaller towns, like my case. Yeah, but it went horribly wrong. They hate each other. Yeah, they divorced. Yeah, so that didn't work. But we went very Western with that marriage.
So arranged marriage, in my opinion, does work for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, like in my circle and friends and all, who have had arranged marriages. 2 of my very close friends had arranged marriage, and within a year they divorced.
Really?
Yeah, within a year. So this is my take on it, that if you get married between 25 and 28, whatever kind of marriage it is, you will work things out. The moment you cross 30, you're too much comfortable in your skin.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, I think you're right.
Love and sex and everything takes a backseat in marriage, and then it's mutual respect.
Yeah,
most of the time, mutual respect and teamwork.
A lot of logistics.
If you can't work with that, your marriage won't be successful.
Will fucking crumble. Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of marriages are Instagram oriented.
Yeah.
They want to show that they are happy. Yeah. They want to show that, X person went to Switzerland, Y person went to here.
It's a status game, basically.
Yeah.
It's become a status
we are
game.
happier than you guys.
Yeah. It's a social thing for sure.
We're going to France.
But marriage is beautiful.
Yeah.
Marriage is companionship.
Oh, that's
in general.
Yeah.
Is amazing, and the fact that you have someone to come home to.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's the most amazing thing.
I'm being honest. Dhaval is laughing.
Yeah. It's like you can be destroyed.
Yeah.
Outside in the world, but you have someone at home who's going to accept you the way you are, broken, destroyed, and is going to try to put you together.
And they're going to be like, what do you want for dinner? maybe that's going to make you happier.
Yeah.
It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Yeah. Like even a simple hug.
Well, I want to know what you think, Dhaval. You're with a Spaniard.
My parents had an arranged marriage. It didn't work out. So like my idea of a marriage is not related to a procedure. I'm more of a
love.
Yeah, like the spirit of companionship doesn't require any approval of a paperwork or a ceremony.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with him. Yeah, but I do miss, like, the reason I proposed to Barbara, to my fiance, is because I was missing the ceremony. Like we were together for 7 years.
Don't you think it's a social construct that's been hammered into our heads? We see it around every fucking where.
I object, but okay.
I also have my opinion.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm not against people who are doing the ceremony. I'm just saying that.
Yeah. It's for sure it's a social construct. There's no question that it isn't. Like, for sure it is. But it's kind of nice. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
I mean, it's kind of like it's a social construct, but it's for the good. It's like if you destroy that particular social construct, you're technically like going back to like the tribal times. So you're just like the whole relationship thing.
I don't understand situationship, polygamy, and all that. I don't.
Same. I know a friend who is in a polygamic relationship, and I think there's just
no idea why. Fucking having fun.
I don't understand.
It's all about sex then, and
it's unhygienic, bro.
No.
Unhygienic.
No,
that's my biggest concern.
I don't think that's true. Dhaval is with me. Dhaval is you're right. Yeah, we're right.
Companionship is beautiful.
No, companionship between two people is beautiful. Why not between 5?
3 is a crowd.
No, what I'm saying here is, back in the day, you would have, I'm trying to think of a specific
No, I
culture.
understand. And it's all justified, and I have no problem with the people who do it. It's just not the way it works for me.
No, for sure, no.
No, if people who do it have a ball of a time, bro.
Oh, imagine having 2 wives.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No.
that's a very
You can
traditional joke.
You won't be able to handle one, let alone 2.
Like my compatibility quotient is a closed relationship.
Yeah.
Very simple. My compatibility, I want a closed relationship.
Yeah.
I want that person is mine physically, mentally, and I belong to that person physically, mentally. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You can call it traditional.
That's the thing. Like I question the sense of belonging.
Yeah, the belonging
I question
thing.
this sense of belonging. I mean, it doesn't have to be that I belong to you and
Property
you belong to
stuff,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who is the owner of? Like, no one is the owner of nothing. Fucking man.
Yeah.
She
It's
can
all
go, bro.
for everyone. Just
Hell yeah.
It's about 2 individuals being equal. Sometimes, like how Michelle Obama says that sometimes she's 90, I'm 10. Sometimes I'm 50.
yeah, but
she's
you can have
50.
it without saying, yeah, you owe, like I owe you and you owe me.
It's not owing. It's not owing. Again, probably I said it in a
Yeah,
in a way where it came across
the way
wrong.
you said it. Yeah.
I would prefer having a close relationship where there is a dedication involved.
Yeah.
Nobody owes anybody. Yeah, like because today, if you are in a relationship, you don't want in like, for me, it doesn't work for me personally, and this is probably I'm the only person in the world who it doesn't belong to, who doesn't understand this. But for me, a relationship between two people, I find it supremely pious.
Yeah.
To open up your soul to someone, it's something so beautiful. And it's something so belonging.
Yeah, imagine opening your soul.
I mean, today you don't
open a lot more than
how do people say you don't own this house? Bloody, you paid for the papers, everything. You two people you own this house.
When
No.
you're gone, when the
you're
ashes
gone,
are left, who fucking owns the house?
So at least till you're alive.
The government.
At least till you're alive.
Or you
like there is
or
a
the
sense
church.
of belonging.
Or the
fight
church.
to death for the house.
Nobody
As they
owns anybody, but definitely I love the sense of belonging which is in a companionship. I've been married for 10, bro, and I think so every day it's new because she fights every day, but that's a different thing.
She fights every day. Yeah, while you guys were talking, I was checking WhatsApp because I think I need to go. My fiance is probably worried.
Is it just a call or is it a booty call?
I wish, dude, it was a booty call. She's pregnant. You have no idea
That's why I said,
Bro, I have an idea.
the hell I'm going through. Prior to
It's
pregnancy.
a beautiful time, bro.
Oh,
Wait
yeah.
till you have kids.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
That's
I
a
know.
different level of being tired.
Yeah, but before pregnancy, fun times, right? Trying to be pregnant, that's one of the best things ever. Come on.
but isn't it stressful? I've just heard stories. I've just read stories that people have had really rough times. Like
It sounds
Rough
stressful.
times.
yeah, I mean, getting
What is
pregnant.
the word again? The fucking the ass thing?
Oh, Gand Marana.
Yeah, there you go. That's how we tried for multiple months. It didn't work.
That's technically how you don't.
This is scientifically inaccurate.
Yeah. I try to trick her. Yeah, like this is how you do it. No, didn't work. But no, it almost got to the point that you were saying that it was like a little depressing because we were trying for like 6 months, and then nothing was happening. We're like, oh shit, something's going wrong. And that was really stressful. I was really in a dark place because I didn't realize how much I wanted it. Like at the point that we started going to doctors and trying to get everything checked up.
Yeah.
And when we started doing the checkups,
Yeah.
it happened. Like we didn't even get the results.
Actually, it's difficult when you're thinking about planning because you're stressing over it.
Stress is a huge thing. Yeah.
Stress is a huge thing. Like I remember just like him, I was trying for a year for our first baby. So when you're constantly thinking about it and you constantly at it because you want to get pregnant and not enjoying the intimacy of it,
For sure.
that's where it doesn't work out for you.
Yeah.
But the moment you stop thinking about it and start enjoying the intimacy, the relationship, start bonding. That's why a lot of people. That's how the culture of honeymoon came into picture. Do you know?
Oh, really? No.
This is correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but someone said that after people got married, they went to a honeymoon for a relaxed stage and they came back pregnant.
Oh, I just thought they went to honeymoons because a lot of
to get to know each other.
In arranged marriages, people would see them on the day of engagement, and they're like, "Hey, I would like to get to know you first."
To get to know how.
The funny thing about Indian marriages is that, sex is such a taboo all your life, and then in the end, like, your parents are asking you all the time, like, after you come from honeymoon, like, when are you having kids? When are you having kids? Did you fuck yet?
Bro. They are sending you dry fruits. Which enhance testosterone and sperm quality.
Oh wow!
There's a herb called kesar, which is saffron. Yeah, and saffron milk is supposed to be like aphrodisiac.
Oh shit!
And in a lot of Indian couples, like, your parents actually give it
to you.
That's really
like indirectly, like, have a good fuck.
That's kind of
like on the marriage night. Like, that's what you get. Like, supposedly your wife brings milk of saffron, like a glass of saffron milk. And
dried dates.
Have this. And
imagine your mother winking at you like,
have this and have your way,
On breakfast, you're served dried dates. Seriously.
Don't do the Gand Barana thing with this. No? It's gonna go to waste.
So there is a joke where someone said, a person goes to a doctor and says, I've been doing anal all my life. I don't know how my wife is pregnant. So the doctor says, imagine if you're in a jungle and you're going with an umbrella and you face a lion and suddenly you point that umbrella to a lion and there is a sound and the lion dies. What does it mean? So the patient says, someone else must have shot it. He's like, that's what I'm saying.
Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, that's a fun joke. I like that joke a lot. Fuck, dude.
I see a little bit of sweat there.
Yeah, I think I need to go home, guys. On that note, let's close this episode, guys.
All right.